Gonna build a mountain from a little hill.
Hey guys, and thank you so much for tuning in to my channel. My name is DeLady, and we're back with another Koali Zoo episode. And I am joined by the awesome Silvarret and Mike Sheets. How are you guys doing?
Hello.
Yeah, doing great.
Wow, I was so enthusiastic to hear. Oh. All right, it's okay. Rudy Rankemo isn't here today. He was really tired, didn't have a very good day, so we wish him the best, obviously.
Yes.
And he will probably be here again next week, so we don't have to miss him for too long. And we always see him on Discord anyway, so.
Yeah, I hope it's just not the same thing as last time when he got some kind of food poisoning and...
Oh, jeez, yeah.
That was bad, yeah.
I suppose we'll hear
this time
his...
it's not about his health.
Yeah.
Like, not in that way, I guess.
Yeah, I think
But
not.
yeah, it's the pass system, guys. Oh my goodness.
Love it.
I hate it.
Yeah.
That system's awesome.
It's not even that bad. Like, I'm pretty much going still in a square. But what am I building? I am building something for a giant panda and possibly, maybe a rat panda later too, because I am going to split this into 2 episodes again because I've been building the whole day. I guess it was around 10 hours or something, and
Good lord.
almost non-stop. Like, I only had dinner in between. It was really bad, but I was in a flow, even though it was kind of hard. Like, Mike sent me a picture. Can you try to pronounce it again, Mike?
No, I can't, because that's just cruel.
Oh god.
Let's see what it is.
It's
I mean, at the end of the day...
inspired by an Indonesian building.
Yeah.
Rumah ada rakyat Bengkulu jadhomes.jpg.
It sounds great. It sounds perfect. I have no idea what you just said.
JPEG.
But hopefully
That's an
it makes
Indonesian word
sense.
I've never heard before.
And but yeah, Mike sent me a picture. Like, maybe you could use this as inspiration. I was like, oh my god, that is so cool. Because for the Dutchies listening, I already wanted to do something with like the indoor habitat of Ouwehands Dierenpark with the giant pandas they have there. Like in Mainland Zoo, I used basically the building itself for it, not so much the indoor enclosure. And I saw the picture of this building. I was like, oh my god, that is perfect because I can really squeeze in that indoor habitat on the inside, and then on the outside I'm going crazy with a outdoor enclosure, but I didn't got that far. I didn't do anything of the outside yet, so yes, they still have a very small indoor enclosure, but it will be way bigger in the end, and I think it's going to look really cool. But the building was such a struggle. I hate this wall set, but I love it. Like...
Why do you hate it?
I don't know. Sometimes I feel it's such a perfect wooden style, but for this case, I use it too much, and I was like, no. So it doesn't really feel quite right at this point, and I might go back a little bit more. I already changed like the lower flooring a little bit with more plaster walls because I changed a lot afterwards. But I think
Are you doing okay?
I think this is what 10 hours of playing the game in a row does to your person.
yeah.
I
Your
think so,
psyche
yeah.
just gets shattered.
Yeah, exactly. Because I have been recording this whole day while we are recording this voiceover, so I'm still super much in my frustrations and but it was also a lot of fun. It was like a lot of times you have those moments like, oh, this is really not going anywhere, and you would preferably just delete everything and start all over again, and I just refuse to do that, and I only replaced some walls and stuff, but other than that, I just continued and continued and continued until I was more happy with it, and it's worth it in the end. I think it's starting to look quite nice. I'm pretty sure Mike knows a lot of things to do for the interiors. Because I'm still a noob in that, but I am doing my best. I'm really curious what you think so far. It's not finished yet, but I'm getting there.
I mean, it looks great. The roof structure is definitely close to your source material, so that's awesome.
The roof was a pain in the butt, though.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I have so many layers.
But it's not as Chinesey as the as the source material was.
No, that's true. Yeah, but I just really like the corner pieces. I was like, F it, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. I'm just gonna do also a little bit of what I like and let go a little bit of how it maybe should be for the theme. I just really like the corner pieces.
Mm-hmm. You sure you're alright?
Yeah. F in the comment section, guys. No.
Oh, you just got yourself 200 Fs in the comment section right there.
Oh yeah.
That's how
Dare
you
me.
get engagement.
Don't do it. I don't think we can get there. I don't think we can get 200. It would be quite funny though.
Oh, I think definitely. Everybody who's listening right now, press F to pay
There you
respect.
go. Throw down the gauntlet.
But yeah, the roof was, I think that's mostly the part I cut out because it took me so long because there are just so many layers and sometimes you just start on the wrong side. So you have to go underneath it and change a lot of things and stuff. But I really try to make use of the other side, the downside of the rooftops, because I really love that texture and the colors. So I was like, I'm going to use that in my advantage, but that means I need to do more roofing and make it look neat as much as possible from the inside. So what I actually kind of forgot to do was I noticed that after 9 hours of building, well, basically the building itself was almost finished. I was like, it might be a little bit like completely straight on the sides of the building. So it was just like 4 or 5 meter walls going up, straight up without anything.
Oh.
So I was like, oh, mud, I need to change that because I need some kind of balcony or anything to really break it. So yeah, I laid down a path, but that's basically all I did because, yeah, well, as I said, I was already building for so long and I just want to do it right. And I really didn't want to rush it too much. Even though I use a lot of the grid in my advantage to make sure to duplicate it like I'm doing right now. It's like, just like, I have such a big building and I want to have a lot of areas looking the same way. So yeah, I use a lot of the copy pasting and still it took me 10 hours.
Yeah, it takes a long time even when you have a template.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh my goodness. I really like the habitat build, which will be later on, the enclosure build. I'm really curious how you guys experience it. It's gonna be a hard one because you're looking at my screen later on. But I don't know, it looks like some kind of miniature world or something like that. I don't know what
Like
kind of word
a
belongs
snow globe?
to it. Yeah, well,
I like that comparison.
maybe? I don't know. I'm just really curious. I just really want to hear what you guys feel when you see it. It
Okay.
has something, but I can't really figure out the word for it or what it reminds me of, other than that I use inspiration of Ouwehands Dierenpark. But I don't know. It just looks really cool because it's like going in a slope, so the people look down from the upper section. I wish I used more windows on that upper floor, but I just don't want the people to look outside for the animals when they are on top. So
Oh, I see. So no exterior windows.
yeah, exactly. And I kind of regret it because you can have so much cool lighting in there. I just really was like, I don't want people to only use one floor to look at the pandas. I really want them to go on the, how do you say that? The lower flooring to use
The
that.
ground floor, I guess.
Basement?
The ground floor. I lost the word.
The mezzanine?
How?
The garden terrace?
It's big
The
brain
green
time.
terrace, yeah. No, but I really want them to use the upper floor when the giant pandas are inside of the enclosure, and I want them to use the lower floor, the ground floor, to when they are outside. So I really want to have that guest flow really working that way, and I'm just afraid that if I start to use windows and stuff, that they might not use one area or the other one.
Right.
So that was.
Are people that smart in the game?
Well, as soon as they see the animals, they will not go any further.
Yeah, that's
So
Right.
if they're
brilliant.
inside, you will force them to go upstairs, and if they are down, then you force them to use the lower area.
Huh.
I think. And it also depends how close they are to them, so it could be that I don't know. I should test it probably.
I feel like your knowledge of how the guests work in this game is already so much better than ours. So yeah, I'm willing to believe it.
I remember when I did my giant panda habitat for Mayland Zoo, that I had like a path going around the habitat, going down to a lower level, and no one came there because they all used the upper level, and I had to put down shops on the lower level because I was
people wouldn't
I
use
want
it.
at least people to go there.
Right.
And I may have seen just one or two people standing there actually looking at the giant pandas. So I think that is how it works, but that has been like 3 months ago already, so maybe things have been changed. So I have no idea. I haven't tested it yet. I do have some windows on the roofing because I was like, then at least I have a little bit of sunlight going in there. But I might already get some comments that it should be open or something because of the heat.
Oh, right.
Well, I should use coolers for the pandas, right? They're not like super tropical,
That's a
No, they're
good
more-
question. Yeah.
I think.
They sort of live in mountainous regions, right?
Yeah, so it should be a little bit cooler, but I have like all the 100% welfare on, so I don't really see them complaining at this point.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. We might as well put some polar bears in the zoo.
Who dares to do that? I'm not gonna do that.
Nope, not it.
I don't dare. I don't want to. Maybe Rudy though. He did a really cool polar bear exhibit.
Yeah, I feel
Like-
like if anybody's gonna be the man to do it, it's probably gonna be Rudy. Well, or the woman.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, of course, but yeah, he's probably the person who would do that kind of thing.
Yeah, that might be. Are you guys planning to add some animals too in a later stage, or are Rudy and I the only ones adding animals?
I really want to add animals in my next episode.
Oh, really? What are you gonna add?
Well, I've been thinking about that because I started thinking in my head like, okay, orangutan. No, wait, never mind. Just a bunch of animals that I came up with that sort of live in the general area, and I figured that they're already in the park. But I guess perhaps Indian elephants or something like that could work. I'm still thinking about it.
He's got those in Sumatra.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Shit, no. Well, then I have no idea anymore.
Yes,
my
I am
God.
planning on doing an animal for my next one.
So what are you gonna do? Or don't you do that? No yet.
I think I'm gonna do the pangolin.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's a good one. That's
Yeah.
cool.
If it works
Oh.
out, it's gonna be a really cool exhibit, but I don't know if it's gonna work out yet.
Everything you do is cool, Mike. So if it works out, yeah. As if it would not work out.
Well, they may not
kidding
physically
me?
be able to walk around it. Is the problem?
Ooh. Is it
don't-
gonna be outdoor, indoor, or a combination?
Probably a combination because they are pretty shy animals, so they need their burrowing space. But it's mostly going to be outdoor.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Probably the interior is not going to be accessible to people.
You probably need a lot of time for my interiors anyway, so it's good that you don't plan anything.
I
did
have
my
some work to do on the back of that building, yes. That I may have left.
I hope I did better than my reptile house,
Yes.
because if you guys have not seen that episode that Mike Sheets did with my reptile house, I'm pretty sure that some of you haven't seen that one yet. Definitely check it out. It's unbelievable. What
Lady
he
was
did.
on that episode, technically.
Oh no, let's not watch that episode.
On second thought, yeah, maybe let's not watch that one.
No, I was there, but I wasn't. It's mysterious. So yeah, you have to check it out and be warned. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm sure it's PG-13, or is it?
Yeah, definitely.
It's PG-13,
say a lot of cow.
right? How many times can you say the F word before it's not
I thought it was-
PG-13
I
anymore?
thought it was
I
once.
didn't say anything. You just framed me. You just set it all
Wow.
up. It wasn't me. I was not there, guys. My
I
computer
framed
crashed.
you.
I was not there.
Are you saying the images are edited?
Yeah. Yep. Totally. Mike set this all up to make me look bad.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe he even was responsible for my computer crashing. So
Yup.
I wasn't able to kill him because he touched my building. No,
Yes,
don't
I
know.
am QAnon.
No, it's seriously, whatever I say, I love what you did. I really love it.
Yay.
And you're still working on it.
Yes.
That's also, it's not even finished, but he did so much work already and it looks so incredible.
Cool.
Oh, that's good to mention, by the way. In the video right now, you can see that this is the layout of the start of a tunnel.
Okay.
So there will be a tunnel on both sides underneath the pathway where the pandas can go in and out, obviously, to the outside area.
How much can they actually climb?
They can climb this pretty easy.
Okay.
Yeah, these are actually standard ramps, and I think they're made for every animal to use, pretty
Okay.
much. So yeah, one is a little bit steep, but yeah, also I had no space to do it, so...
I just see a panda tumbling down that. Thump, 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 thump.
I mean, I think they'll be fine. I'm not sure about Planet Zoo, but in real life, pandas are decent climbers, and you can even see
Yeah.
them
They'd
climbing
have to
into
be,
trees
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah. So, it works fine, at least for the half they are able to reach at this point. They are totally fine to go down and walk there. And that is exactly what they also have in Ouwehands Dierenpark. They have, well, obviously it's like way smaller. It's like more of like a little hole where they can climb through, basically. And but yeah, I just go with the restrictions, I guess, with the size. Also for a keeper to be able to walk there,
Oh,
because
right,
that is
right.
also the most annoying part of it. That's something I'm really missing. Like, you can't really create monkey islands or something like that because you always have to make sure that your keeper is able to reach there.
Yeah.
Although in my Inamasu, I did have a keeper walking through the water, but I just don't know when they can, or like, does it have to be very shallow water or anything? I didn't really pay attention to that.
I think it has to be.
Or maybe you could walk with like underground tunnels or something like that.
Yeah, but then still you have to create some kind of area for them to walk
Yeah.
around.
To pop out,
So,
yeah. It's
but
not
yeah,
easy.
in this case, no, definitely not. But I think it's gonna be super fun to see that you can have the giant pandas will have like mostly of their climbing frames indoors and some toys. And in the end, I want to have like the food and the drinks on the outside, so they really have reasons to go outside and inside. I'm gonna test it a little bit, what will work and what not, of course, with the keepers. But oh, this is the only part I didn't do anything with, except for putting down some keeper huts, because I had actually didn't, I had no idea where I had to put my gate, and at some point I was like, shoot, I need my pandas right now because I need to see the traversable areas, and I was like, oh well, I'm just gonna pop it down in here, and there's probably not going to be any other place where I think it will fit. Maybe on the outside in a later stage, that could maybe work, but for now I just hide it away there and have some windows of the keeper's hut where the people can look inside when they are preparing their food. I think that's, for me, a very interesting thing to see, so I'm not gonna bother about the guests being negative about the fact that they see it, because me as a person, I don't mind. I still hope that they will change that in a later stage.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have some of those restrictions relaxed a little bit.
Yeah, that really. Maybe we can have a mod with that.
Oh God.
Ooh, you're saying the M word.
Mods. No, but I really just hope that will be changed in a later stage. But in the end, in sandbox mode, it doesn't really matter. So it's all good, I guess. And we can just go with our creativity without the annoying guests being negative or getting refunds.
All right, what are you building here?
Yeah.
This is the most fun part. This is just a little cabin. Like, I always like to do my cabins when I have an animal that climbs a little bit.
Uh-huh.
I just really think it's super cute. But I used a lot of this inspiration for the climbing frames of Ouwehands Dierenpark. And they actually have like different big poles. They're actually also the pillars that hold the roof in that specific building, but that's not really what I use because I just didn't want that. I used still some kind of round platforms on the bigger pillars, like the Asian pillars, to make some kind of pathway with those climbing platforms. So it looks, I don't know, it looks just really cute, and they use it. They even use it pretty decent. So sometimes you have like those really weird.
So they're not looking all borked out.
Yeah. Sometimes you had that, but I think Planet Zoo is doing a lot of optimization from that, and I have to say it looked pretty natural as much as I looked at it. So that was really cool, yeah. And even the keeper, I was a little bit afraid that the keeper couldn't come here, so I was like, okay, I'm only gonna put some toys on the higher level because I was like, it's probably not gonna reach it. But it is actually even using all the climbing frames, so that's pretty fun.
Nice.
Yeah. So and the trees you see, what are they called? The olives? No. Cherry blossoms. I think
Oh,
they
the
are.
broken cherry blossom tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they use that too to climb on the platforms, and
that's really
so
cool.
that's really fun. Yeah, and even two together. So it's really, I'm really happy with how the indoor habitat has turned out. So
Yeah, I
far.
like it a
think
lot.
It really works,
Especially with the way that you have that sort of like bare concrete surroundings as you often see in a zoo, but then the hill itself is very natural and has this gentle slope to it. And the sort of, I feel like it reminds me almost of a diorama where you look down inside and there's this miniature landscape that you're looking at that the pandas are roaming in around. I think it looks really cool.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm really happy with how this one has turned out. It was a little bit of a pain, but in the end, it was quite worth it. And as I said, like the fact they're using everything, that's just so cool. Also, like the higher, those round platforms, like I remember that when we were in Ouwehands Dierenpark, that the panda was just like laying there as if he was dead, like completely wide, like, oh, I'm just chilling here. And they do it here too. So that was really funny, just recognizable, like, oh yeah, they actually use it the same way. That's really funny.
That's
and
really
also
good.
the little house, I actually thought that no one would use it, but also that one they just use, and they go and lay down and sleep in that little cabin. So that's super cute. And the people can still see them, like from every side they walk around, they can see the giant pandas, which is also very cool.
Nice.
I really try to not use too many high trees or anything. I really kept it low profile, or how I say that? Low poly?
The low profile was
Low
correct.
key.
Low key. Low profile. So yeah, I really thought like, no, on the outside is going to be like a lot of lush and trees and plants, and it's gonna be tons of green because I really love that. And I really kept it down to like just small trees and small bushes, and only these cherry blossom trees that they can also climb on. And I think that's also what they did in Ouwehands Dierenpark itself.
Yeah.
Only have some branches, and I don't know if it's really cherry blossom trees, but anything similar. So yeah, I really like the vibe and the feeling of this habitat, even though obviously I put down a bit more rocks than someone else would do. But I just love my rocks. It's just super cute, and especially I just recently love to use the very small rocks and make a lot of small rock formations instead of like using the big rocks.
Yeah, I love the way that it looks. It really blends everything together really nicely.
Yeah, and you know that you could come in with a hose and clean off all the panda crap pretty easily.
Yeah, probably. Well, I think in the original enclosure, it's more like a plastic, sandy, mountain-ish feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but we don't have plastic.
Yeah, it looks like formed concrete.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But we don't have that, so I just pretend that it is. So.
Yeah, you always have to like try to make rocks that look like they are fake rocks, trying to look like real rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. You know what we could do? Because my speed build is so long, I think we should just end it here, and I will just show you guys around in real time.
Sure.
That sounds like a cool plan.
Okay, guys, I am super excited to hear what you guys think. I know I'm pretty happy with the front of the building and the indoor enclosure, and the rest is still like something that might maybe possibly change.
Well, I'm not touching anything, I guess.
No, but
My hand bit off
for
last
myself,
time.
but for myself. Okay, here it comes.
Okay.
Ta 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 ta.
Ooh.
I am quite happy with the outside. The stairs is a thing. I'm still thinking of how I want to cover it, but I do really like it that it's a little bit elevated right over here.
Yeah, I dig that a lot.
Yeah, the plants are obviously something temporary, but I just always like it to have a little bit of green going on when you build something, because else it's super plain.
Yeah.
But I love this tree you made. It's a pre-made tree. With bracken. It's so good.
I have no idea what it is in real life, but I know that I've seen a tree like that.
I think the picture you sent me has something pretty similar too.
Oh, well, there you go.
So that's really funny. I was like, oh my god, I need to use that one because it looks like it.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
What's going on with that chocolate fudge mountain in the back? What are you
Yeah,
doing over
you're
there?
wrong. Mike did some crazy shizzle over here, guys. That is incredible. I opened this zoo and I was like, what happened here? Oh my goodness.
Well, if you look at this in relationship to the rest of the zoo, if you go down to the main level now, it should make a little bit more sense, because what we learned is that pandas, when they're loaned out from the Chinese government, there's like a list of criteria that you have to hit. And so I'm thinking, in terms of trying to make the Chinese government happy with us in this case, let's put it up in the highlands of the zoo.
Yeah, I think that totally makes sense.
That makes sense.
And this is what you sent me the map. Like, I think this is a very cool spot. And
I love
I
that.
really
Yeah,
like
it's really
that.
cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. It really works. So you can
God.
see it right in the distance. That's so cool.
And you should be able to see it from Sumatra Island too. I think that was one of the other. If you want to
Ooh,
take a look
here
at
goes the test.
What?
the construction site.
Oh, you can't see that. Mike is very
don't
working
look at that.
hard on it. But there is the
Don't look
building.
at that. Yeah, so you can. It's good. You can see it from multiple.
That's
vantage
really
points.
cool. I didn't really look at that. As you can see, it's like the side still has to be worked on. Okay, let's go inside. Let me show you guys how it looks. And the only downside is I wish lamps would work at daytime. That would be so
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so we go up, and obviously this is connected, so people go through the walls.
All right.
Okay, so basically I used a staff member to measure this height, so it's exactly high enough. Since they have to look down, it doesn't really matter that there's no space in between. So I was like, I'm gonna keep it as thin as possible. And
Ooh, I see some foliage.
okay, let me just show you. I think it's really cool. It looks super cute.
Yeah, I see what you meant when you were talking about that it feels like, I don't know, you couldn't find a word for it,
Yeah.
but it feels like a diorama or like a miniature like landscape.
Like a
that you're
model
looking
scene.
It's
at.
funny, right? Like you can get some kind of feeling with it.
Yeah.
It's but it's super cool. Let me just unpause the game. I'm also
I was gonna say, where are the
some
pandas?
I think they got boxed. Was about to say that is an ice block. I was about to say like I'm really happy that the auto unboxing works right now.
So much poo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think our staff is doing a really great job on it, and also this food, which is kind of funny because I didn't had that many of the enrichment items. And she put it on here, but basically in the real life zoo, they actually put the food on top of these things too.
Right. Yeah.
So the people can really see them in a nice viewing from behind the windows. But they're cleaning right now, so that is good. But yeah, the food and stuff will go outside in the end. So you have the gates here, which is just a temporary gate, just to make sure that they won't go through on this side and on the other side too. And so if you go down... So then you have 2 areas over here to go into.
Oh, that's where the staff thing
The
is.
staff is right over here, yeah.
No.
Yeah, I might replace it, but for now I was like, yeah, well,
Gotcha.
great area to fit it in.
That'd be a good place to have 2 information discs.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Yeah.
it looks like a great information desk
Oh
spot.
yeah, you could that could possibly work, yeah, to put there some information stands, but so maybe I will add the staff areas later on the outside. So this is all very much a work in process.
Cool.
And I
like
think actually that I just have too much space at this point. So I might squeeze in the rat panda too. And maybe give them like a separate indoor enclosure which the people can't really reach. Or maybe we can use advantage of the monorail in a later stage. Something like that.
Yeah, you could always do a covered walkway too over to that area.
Yeah, exactly. And this is like what I said, like the balconies. I just didn't. I was just so in my building process, and in the end, I was like, no, I don't have. It's so straight. It looks so boring. Oh my god. Oh, I stole these from you. I like
good.
them. They're super cute. And but yeah, the interiors is missing something. I still need educational signs and those kind of things anyway, so I can fill it up a little bit more later. So, but yeah, there has to be there's still a lot of stuff has to be done. But it's gonna be cool with like a lot of rocks on these sides and then like a lowered area here for the pandas to walk around. I think it's going to be really cool once you... I'm curious if this is going to work. But once it is finished, you're going to have a really awesome area right over here. And a viewing area from here. And yeah, that's a lot of work in process still.
Sweet. And what other animals would you see up in the highland like that?
What do you mean?
And this general area.
Yeah, besides the giant panda and the red panda, what other animals could we have up there?
Oh, I have no idea.
That would make sense.
I am not so good at those kind of things. I just...
All right.
I just put down what I like. No, but
I mean-
yeah, anyone feel free to work on it or to work on it. Be careful what you say, lady. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you really should be careful what you say.
All right. Feel free to work on
Feel
it.
free,
Well, I already
feel
have
free
some
to
ideas.
work in the whole other area of the mountains. No, if you have any suggestions for the interiors to make it look a little bit more interesting, it's very much welcome. But as I said, I'm definitely going to get back to this and to make this also a little bit less boring, even though it's something you would probably pretty much see. Like there's not a lot of decorating on the walls. It's mostly just the area what they would use.
I wonder if you could do an art-shaped bamboo forest, almost like painted on the walls.
Nah, I'm not gonna try that. I did a lot of things
Yeah,
with art
no.
shapes in Planet Coaster. I was super proud of my Nemo, and I was super proud of my what's the turtle again from Finding Nemo?
Crush?
I think so. But I was really proud, but I'm not going to use that for paintings. I would love to see it, but I'm not gonna make it.
Could we bring Nemo in here as well?
Aww. I really hope we will get a aquarium DLC or something. Give me
Awesome.
Nemo, clownfish. That would be so cool.
Oh, the panda's perfectly walking on the
That's what I said. It's really smooth. You see, the other one is just sleeping down here right now, and that one is just eating some food. But yeah, I'm really cool. I think it really works.
One thing that we need to consider if we can get as an art-shaped sensei to possibly do it would be to get some viewing binoculars for these areas. Would be really cool, like paid viewing binoculars.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome.
Because it would be hard to see those pandas until you actually were able to see them through a lens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is really cool.
And of course, we need to charge the guests lots of money to use them as well.
And I kind of wonder, in these sorts of areas, would we need to have like a light system for night? Because it's not necessarily for the guests, but it would be for staff. You know, they'd have to be able to see this area.
Yeah, I will definitely try to do some lighting in a later stage in the second episode of this build. But I tried it. I was like, am I going to do it? I changed it to nighttime. I was like, no, I'm not. Not today.
No, we're not
But I
doing
really hope there will be a way that we can have lighting at daytime, because you see that so often in zoos, like also in theme parks, but we didn't have it in Planet Coaster. But it will be so nice to have working lights.
Right, this would all be lit up right
Yeah.
now with
It's a
additional
little bit
lighting.
too dark for my taste, but yeah, that's just I can't do anything about it, I guess.
I guess the only way to do that is to raise a terraforming platform above the building and then encapsulate
right.
it in scenery, but that takes too much space. That
True.
it's going to be
Mountain
difficult
on
to pull
top
off.
of-
Yeah.
I
Just
think
a
it's
giant
not just-
floating island above the building.
Yeah, it's not just you can't just have a thin piece. It has to be like super thick on top because that's
Yeah.
the way that it calculates.
Yeah.
So much dirty food. Gee.
Yeah, it's already dirt.
I didn't know bamboo would go bad.
No, that's
Yeah.
super quick.
That's strange.
That's really weird.
I'm pretty sure there are very few animals that can even digest bamboo, so like it usually doesn't go bad that quickly, I think.
Awkward.
No. I will say, if we're open to it, there is a mod that will make the management of the zoo a lot easier.
Yeah, I read about that. For me, it's not
Yeah.
really that interesting because I don't really play too much management anymore, but I can imagine.
No, I mean just in the fact that food doesn't go nearly as bad as quickly, and people or the actual employees are a little bit smarter in the way that they distribute it.
That's a good one.
There's a lot of stink coming up this band.
Sorry.
Don't let the Chinese government see any of this, or they're gonna not extend our release.
Exactly.
We're gonna lose our pandas already. We just got them. Oh no.
And then, if we're keeping them in this building, we probably have to have a pretty significant HVAC system.
Work system?
Ooh, yeah.
Heating, vacuum, air conditioning.
Oh yeah, yeah.
system.
I saw some really cool workshop items of.
Oh, perfect.
So wasn't that you already got them, by the way, in Koali?
Yeah. You
I
use
have
them-
the air ducts, but I don't have any interior air ducts. Or anything like that.
Oh,
Right.
I didn't look at it that close. Okay, no, but that's something definitely we also could look into. But let's just end it for now. Really hope everyone enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you guys so much for being here. Hope you guys enjoy too.
No problem. It's a
I
pleasure.
did.
Good. So next week we'll be on Mike Sheets' channel. Go and check him out. All the guys' links are in the description down below. So definitely go to
Staff member. Stuck.
What does?
It's just
what?
dancing. It's just having fun.
Okay, awkward. So yeah, leave a like in the video if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we just hope to see you guys next week. Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody. Can you get them out of that? Are they just gonna stay in this limbo forever?
I think until the panda moves, she's
Oh
stuck.
no! Look at all the people watching too. Ooh. That actually looks really cool.
I can't believe their eyes. Oh my goodness.